Tennessee has one majority black congressional district. What that means is black voters make up enough of the population to have an input on who gets elected. They just eliminated that. So what that means is the black people there have zero input now on who gets in the office.
They were trying to do out here. Remember they were trying to do out here last voting thing? They were trying to do the, I forgot what the proposition was, but it was to eliminate all the certain districts.
So that district is centered around parts of Memphis and has historically elected black representatives.
Boom.
So how did they get the blacks out? Oh, we just finna eliminate
that vote.
Y'all power to vote, and now we finna put in who we want to put in. So when we get on the show and say, voting don't count, they don't care about your votes, they're showing you they don't care about your votes.
This is the votes that y'all say, well, you can make things change in your city. They no longer can make things change in their city. So now what do they do? So now you get to a point, but pay attention to where they start these things at. Like you said, okay, it's majority of black there. What is the backlash from them besides people going to go protest? I'm not saying that that's what they're doing, but that's what tends to usually happen. Now you're going to complain about not being able to vote, but now they don't even care because by law, your voice doesn't even matter no more.
And this is so cold, they're proposing right now to redraw the district maps, which is going to split up.
That's basically what I was saying.
Which is going to split up the blacks. So now you're going to stretch them even thinner than they already are, because right now they one majority. Hey, let's put a line through there. So now they got to be in this district. Now you got half the blacks in this district, a quarter in this district. So now the voting power, which was once together in one district, they finna just split it up and break it up. So eliminating the power altogether.
Well, remember on the episode I was saying, like I was talking about Maxine Waters, I was basically saying it's up to us to show nepotism in our own community. Whoever the representative in Memphis was at that time for that area, they should have had somebody in line to be like, listen, this is what they're trying to do. Let's not try to have them separate or eliminate this district. What I'm saying is they have to be more transparent amongst the people. If that's the only black dominant area, it has to be a level of transparency there.
The people was out. The people was flipping out. It's just nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do.
This is why I say what you just said, protesting. Okay, they went out there, they protested, they held up signs, they pointed in the white official's face, but at the end of the day, they still did what they did and took their rights away. So protesting don't work. Y'all got the attention, but the law didn't change. So what, at this point, this is why I tell people it got to be another route to get the job done. Because what we doing ain't working. Oh, vote locally. Yeah, the president don't matter. They just took the local voting rights away. So now you can't put no niggas in.
So rewind back to what we were talking about earlier when I had brung up about the South, that this is a prime, because it's in Memphis. Yes. Prime example of what I started about that Jim Crow South. It's the undertones, or it's blatant, but in a legal way. They say the pen is mightier than the sword. Nonetheless, Jim Crow South is alive and well, quite literally what he's talking about. That's what I was referencing earlier. Now, I did.
It's great streets though out there in Memphis though. I did hear that. Maybe they need to start pressing.
Well, I mean, it's California gang members all over.
Gangs ain't even doing shit politically. Niggas too saying.
But what I'm saying is, you were saying that Jim Crow South, man. Sometimes, bro, you can't talk at times. Sometimes you gotta just be about action.
So that goes back to my premise when I explained I get the undertones from my people and what we were talking about in their weakness. How do y'all allow this to happen right under your nose? That's showing you how weak you are. But somebody, another non-native, like what I described, someone from California, New York, a liberal state, y'all act funny with us, but right there in Jim Crow South, the white folks is having their way with y'all.
I'm not gonna necessarily call them weak. I'm just gonna say they're playing a game that you never was really playing, bro. You're playing
exactly.
You're playing the game where, like we say all the time, you got the controller on, but I'm on the sticks, and you think you playing.
Your controller's not plugged in.
Exactly. So it's to the point now where they're showing it. And I said they start small. They don't start these in states, California, New York, certain places, and do some shit like this where they know people might have a quicker edge to react. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're doing it. They're implementing it small, but they think long term. Like I tell people all the time, these people, they do their plans, then they slowly start to migrate. They're thinking within the next 15, 20 years, we got to have this in full grip. Because if these people there's too many people waking up, there's too much shit going on, by law, we need to be able to come and lock their ass up. It reminded me of, I ain't gonna say it remind me of that, but one of my favorite movies I watch is Tombstone. So I don't know if y'all seen Tombstone, but
Fire.
once they the dude brother ended up getting killed, and they wanted them to be the law again. And once they got them badges, they came and started putting BTA on every nigga that was a cowboy. So that's basically what they getting at. They're going to get to the point where the law and you not, and they can come put BTA for you legally, and they're going to be happy to do it.